I don't know if you can tell it by the smile on my face. I had a smile from the very beginning all the way to the end of this episode. I'm talking about She-Hulk Attorney at Law, episode 8, which is definingly, of course, the best episode of the season thus far. The second would probably be the first episode, and then whatever else comes in between. Because honestly, the last 2 episodes, and I did a review on it, definitely go and check out my review for episodes 7 and 6. I said that there's nothing really going on. They're not really utilizing Jen from a physicality standpoint. They're not really using her as a lawyer. And it's kind of like they're not really utilizing her outside of like her trying to get her stuff together with her as an individual and, small circumstantial stuff, Ally McBeal stuff. This episode, Luke Jacobson, the person that's providing her with her suit and stuff like that, her outfit or her attire to be able to be custom, he's kind of getting attacked by a person that she's representing. And now, she was invited to the gala, nice little suit and dress and stuff like that. That's been put in jeopardy because now she has to go against the person that's providing her an attire. And Luke Jacobs is like, yeah, nah, hold on 1 second. I'm not, doing this by myself. I'm not representing myself. I have somebody flown in. And of course, we knew before Luke Jacobs worked on Daredevil's new suit and as Daredevil, Matt Murdock. So I loved every part of it. I loved every part of it. I mean, even down to the cheeky, cheesy bits, where it's like the frog guy. I was like, who is this dude that's trying to be a kick-ass wannabe, character, and like his dad comes from a lot of money. I think that there's something, a little interesting about that they're gonna push towards, but we'll see what happens with that. But the moment that Matt came onto the scene, I was like, okay, we're gonna get good lawyer stuff. Cause that's what I've been wanting. I was like, yo, bring Hogarth in here, bring Matt in here, have somebody she's going up against and put it to the test. Like show what she's capable of as not just, a woman dealing with, this other, identity, but also a great lawyer, right? And so her going up against Matt, I thought that was great. And I'm just prefacing it with this. I'm going to be very short with this review. We may go and do a full dissection of it. I'm just touching on the big things that I want to let you guys know that I really enjoyed the episode, okay? So if this is short, do know I may come back to this with a more discussion-based thing. Him going back with her, like his dialogue was just great. Down to them having like a real discussion after everything went down. And him encouraging her to do more. Like, you have the best of both worlds. Like, I mean, that's what he's doing, of course. But I loved like how she interacted with him as well, because she was like, I think this guy's really doing it for me. and constantly, like, it was like this back and forth banter with her talking to us, the audience, or even looking at us as the audience, and then dealing with interaction with him, because I'm like, he's a whole pound. He can handle himself. This is the other crazy thing. From an action standpoint, like, I was like, finally, we get some great choreography. Finally. Matter of fact, even they're utilizing Daredevil in a very different way, because now, from a physicality standpoint, he's got it. Like, I mean, he's outmaneuvering her up until a certain point. I was like, his ears, I mean, he can't hear. He can't really defend himself. So, but they did so much, even down to making it very comic book accurate. Because that's one of the things I also said with, I was talking with Ronan Unchained, is that, in the comics, like, Jen or She-Hulk, she dated some people that were, superheroes and stuff. And so the fact that, what happened, I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised that it happened in the show, because I was like, this is the crazy thing about this episode. This is a great episode, but this could have been, after episode 2, this could have been literally from the starting point. Like, they could have had that be the situation. But because she's in California and not New York, it makes it so much more difficult, because what other heroes around there? But I don't know. I really genuinely loved it. Down to even the way the episode ended. Like, I was like, oh, okay, this hit on a different point, because I was like, where is it going to be where she loses control? Where is she going to lose her composure? When is she going to be completely caught off guard? And I was like, that's not only Jen being underutilized and being pushed down, but now She-Hulk. And it's kind of like, she had an emotional reaction. And that's what Bruce was warning her about. And now that's going to be the thing that she's going to have to deal with. But, dude, if you're a Daredevil fan, they serviced Matt well. They didn't make him too cringy. They didn't make him too cheesy. They made him a great lawyer. They allowed him to be a good superhero. But then now they're allowing him to be a fundamental leader because he's also showcasing her what she could be more. And also, like, I mean, Matt's always going to get along with everybody. I mean, get along. I don't know how Karen's going to feel about any of this. But anywho, I think this is a good episode. And this is the best episode of the season so far. And it's just sad that they really shouldn't have marketed Daredevil in the marketing at all. But if this show, third episode was this would have been a completely different show. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Peace, people.